And it's so cute. It's the cutest thing ever, because, like, you suddenly start going, oh, you can say multiple things to him. The main one I remember you can say to him is, I'm sorry. And he goes, oh, sorry for what? There's no need to be sorry. You did nothing wrong, Eve.
Oh!
And so then he gives you back your rose, and he's like, oh, my rose? Don't worry, we'll get it back. We'll just have to keep on going. And then
what happens?
And then the room goes freaky, and you start to head out, and you know when you're going along that long corridor, you hear, loves me, loves me not, loves me, loves me not. And as you go on, Gary's like getting slower and slower, and then he just sits down, he goes, oh, I just can't keep on going.
Oh!
And
he just stops.
And he stops. And so then he kind of goes, oh, don't worry, Eve, if you need me, I'll come running. You just go. I don't want to lie to you, but I don't exactly want to tell you the truth either, because he knows he's going to die.
Oh! I'm glad we didn't get that ending.
Tears to my eyes. And then,
Yeah.
so then, you go, and then what you do is, you can do multiple things from then on, again, which affects the ending.
There are so many endings.
I know. You can, keep the candy, and just leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you keep the Gary and just, if you keep the candy and just leave, then Mary becomes your sister. Which gives the ending Together Forever.
Okay.
Where she becomes your sister, and she's like, I'm bored of this Gary, I'm hungry, and then Ib's mum and dad take Mary home, because then all her memories have been replaced to have Mary as her sister.
Okay, that's...
And then you find the candy in your pocket, and you're like, oh, a candy. And then Mary's like, oh, candy, gimme, and she just takes off you and goes, nom nom nom.
Nom nom.
And then she's like, oh, nice candy, and then it just continues, so you don't remember Gary anyway. And then you can also swap the candy for Gary's lighter, which means you eat the candy and then take the lighter. And then if you take the lighter and just leave, Mary says, oh, you shouldn't have a lighter, and then just kind of throws it away.
I don't like Mary.
But then if you have the lighter, and then you go and burn Mary on your own, which you can do, you can just not have Gary with you and you can go burn the painting. You come out, and once you get to the painting, there is a fake Gary that comes running after you. He's like, oh, see, I told you I'd come back running if you need me. But what are you doing over here? The entrance, the exit's over that way. You're walking the wrong way. And so, either you can go with fake Gary, or you continue going without him.
And if you continue going without him, you'll get out.
You'll get out.
Right?
You'll get out, and, you don't remember what was going on. You go to where Gary was originally standing and looking at the Hanging Man painting?
Yeah.
The Hanging Man painting is no longer there. Instead, it's replaced with a sleeping man picture that is Gary.
Oh.
And it's called Forgotten Portrait. And that's the ending's name as well, Forgotten Portrait. And it's Gary sitting there with a rose. And you're like, this man looks familiar. And then, so then your mum comes up to you and says, oh, Eve, yeah, here you are, I've been looking for you, okay, let's go. And you just kind of start to leave, and you look back at him, and then just continue on leaving. Which is really cute.
Oh, I've never said so much. Actually, it didn't always say but
I know, it was really cute, because Gary just has the darlingest of lines in it when he's dying. He's like, no, I don't want to tell you the truth, but I don't want to lie. But just keep going, and I'll come running if you need me.
Oh, what happens if you go fake Gary?
Ib's all alone. You get the ending, Ib is all alone again.
Oh, okay. The endings.
When I first...
what else affects how you get the endings? Like how you talk to Gary? What else affects it?
Apart from talking to Gary, obviously, as I said, the mazes.
Yeah.
This doesn't really affect the ending you get, it mainly affects what happens. Which is quite interesting. If you actually find the key, which is actually in one of the bellies of the dolls in the room, you can actually get the key and escape. And you find what happens is you go straight back to Ib. He's like, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm out of that room, and then he goes straight back to Ib and Mary, and you kind of walk off, but Mary stays in the same place. And so you go and talk to her, and you have a few options of talking to her, and you can just kind of go, Mary, and she just suddenly goes mad, and she's like, Mary? Mary? Huh, I'm Mary! Mary! Like, going crazy. And
okay.
she runs off. You can follow her, which most people don't do, because it's the scariest shit in the world.
Yeah.
But if you follow her back, there is a mannequin, you know where you first came from, where you're walking down that really weird, like, very narrow corner, and you didn't know what the lights were?
Yeah.
Down there's a mannequin, and she's stabbing it with a palette knife, going, in my way, in my way, in my way, trying to, like, kill it.
Oh yeah, it's completely sane.
It's completely sane. And so then you'll just say, this your boy, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna step back now.
Back away, slowly.
And so you start walking off without Mary, and she comes back to you and she goes, Eve, never leave me, and she starts following you, like, really creepy behind you. Like, she's not actually, you know, like when you walk around normally and they're, like, part of you, you don't see them walking beside you. She's actually walking behind you, you can see her walking behind you, which is creepy as fuck.
That's so creepy. I'm glad we didn't get that one.
And with that one, if you talk to her while that's happening, she asks you what snow is.
Yeah.
Which is really random. But you can choose. I've never really seen it in real life, or I've heard, I've heard of it, or something like that. I can't remember. And in one of the options, I can't remember which option you pick for it. She says, "I heard you could eat it," which I think is quite funny in the madness.
Don't eat the yellow.
Don't eat the yellow snow. Because you know, like some people do lemon ice, where they just have snow and then they put in lemon flavouring to make it yellow.
Yeah.
She's trying to say about that, but she just goes, I heard you could eat it! Which is funny.
Nom nom snow.
Yeah. And then, one other things. If you don't pick up Gary's coat, it does not allow you to talk to Gary. You can't actually talk to Gary if you don't pick up his coat first and give it to him.
Yeah.
And if you leave it on the floor, when you will say, I'm ready to go, he'll go, oh, hold on 1 minute, and he'll walk round, pick up his coat and go back, and he says, I can't walk out without this.
Yeah.
So he goes, picks up his jacket. Apart from that, we got the hanging Ib doll. There's another way you can get hanging Ib, but I can't remember how.
Oh.
Can't remember how. If you kick the mannequin head in the mirror room, that causes more mannequin heads to be basically everywhere. There's basically...
I'm glad we didn't do that.
There's just increased numbers of mannequin heads. If you kicked the doll, as I said, it does the it hurts thing. When you originally find, you find the ball in the one's stomach outside of the room before you go in.
Oh yeah?
It's, instead of finding it in its stomach, it's actually just the head, so you find it in the head.
Oh,
because it's just a head sitting there going, play with me, and it's like, you're a fucking head.
That's creepy!
And that also increased the number of dolls in the actual doll room when you get in there, the scary room where you have to find the key.
Yeah.
You can also, where there was the room that had they had the big room with all the ladies, the painting ladies, and then there were the two rooms.
Yeah,
the right-hand room, that wasn't the one with the painting. The right-hand room that had the little bookcase and the sign that said, if you do this, blah, 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 blah.
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, quite back in the game. You can get something which is quite creepy in that room. I cannot remember for the life of me how you get it. But I think, instead of having the sign that says about not damaging the items, there is a picture of Gary being hanged there. And I think there's a hanging Gary actually in the room. But this time it's not something that this time Ib's not seeing it, it's Gary seeing it. Because Gary's like, that's just creepy. And Ib's like, what are you talking about? There's nothing there. But Gary's like, okay, obviously she can't see it, I just won't bring it up.
Yeah.
Which I can't remember how you actually get that. It says on the website, on the English website, how you get everything. Which is really cool.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think I have I don't know. I'm bad with memory, shut up.
No, you remember a lot more than I would.
This is the website.
Yeah, they don't mind.
They don't mind, they can barely see anything. Yeah, it has all the song lists and the ending guides.
Oh, That's useful.
These actions doom you to the worst ending. Grey area, kicking the mannequin head in the mirror room instead of having Ib stop Gary. Putting the right chord in the chord room, which drops a mannequin or doll. I think it's that one that makes it. I can't remember. Kicking the persistent doll instead of moving it aside. Failing the doll room adds 2. Oh, so failing the doll room actually means you're doomed. Oops. Okay, I brought that up on myself.
Oh, okay.
Telling Mary you would leave with Gary dooms him as well, because then Mary hates him more. Breaking all 3 mannequin heads when only 1 is necessary. Reading the poster in the right-hand trick room. Oh, these are adding to your bonds. So there is actually things about like adding to your bonds.
Yeah, especially when you're talking to him, basically.
Yeah, this is basically just you talk to him and you
don't say ... That's bad.
It says there, tell Gary either fine or hurt all over, not ... Not ... It repeats not ... a lot of times. And these are the options. I can't read that word, changes as a result. Seeing the hang
Miscellaneous.
That thing. Seeing the hang Ib doll, yeah. Kicking the mannequin head in the mirror room, which makes more mannequin heads appear in general. The room with the poster about damaging exhibitions has a hanged mannequin put in it. It's filled with vases below with red paint / blood, which will make your rose wilt. Later, after the lights go on, the violet area in the mirror may show Gary with a head bolted out. Lastly, if Gary pulls a nightmare rightmost chord in the chord room, a mannequin head falls rather than a doll.
Okay.
So just doing this one action of kicking the mannequin head in the mirror room can cause all this shit to happen that wouldn't happen before.
Wow, there's so many... You play this game loads of times. I don't think I'd ever to get everything.
I know. Mary will only ask Ib the hypothetical if there were only 2 question, if Mary's anger has not yet gone up whatsoever. So we hadn't angered Mary at all, basically, because we got that question.
Oh. Okay, good. Well, I don't like Mary, actually.
Okay, breaking all 3 mannequin heads in the brown area makes more appear in the main room. Later it places a hanging Ib near the pink house in the sketchbook, though Gary isn't able to see it. That's what I was talking about before with the hanging Ib.
Oh, so it's breaking all 3 heads that did that?
Yeah, we only broke 2. Yeah.
Okay. And there's the one that you said about if you move it.
Yeah, it has all of them written down. This is
in its stomach.
This is one that we didn't see because we didn't do we didn't get together forever. We didn't get the Mary endings basically. If Ib calls Red Eyes cute or pettable, Mary will take this as her opinion of the blue dolls and comments on it in the toy box while discussing the red rose trade. So that's if you get Mary. So it does actually, like, just saying it's cute or pettable like you did, and if we got the bad ending with Mary, she would have actually said, yeah, Ib thinks they're cute. What the hell's wrong with you, Gary?
Huh.
You just sit there like, I thought the bunnies were cute.
Oh, so now I know all the endings. Well, okay, I can't believe we finished it. We definitely finished it in, like, one go. Amazing.
It's because I know most of the endings. I know
true.
how to do everything, even though I was...
You just did everything. With me, it would have taken like twice as long, so I just walked around for ages being really confused.
Yeah, a few of the things are kind of like, unless you walk around for a while, you won't find it. Like, how are you supposed... Like, most people didn't even notice the random door appearing in that room when you press the button in the maze. Most people don't notice that brings up a whole new door.
Oh. We did that, right?
Yeah, we did that. Because remember when I said, no, we need to go through a new door, do you realise where the door, and I was just standing in front of the door, like, hitting it with my face. There is a new door here! Notice it! Notice it!
Okay, I must have noticed it then.
No, you didn't until I walked inside and you were like, oh, we've never been in here before!
But you know me, I notice things.
No, but yeah. So, that is it.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching the awesome Ib. Bye, YouTube.
See you next time. This
We,
with me.
Just a note, because I'm going to say this now so that we can't back out, we are going to play Yumi Nikki.
Yumi Wati?
You know that one I was telling you that people think Ib is like?
Oh,
The really
okay.
confusing
the
dream
really
one.
strange one?
Yeah. Because I don't know that one, and it would be interesting to try and do that, because I've never seen anyone finish it.
Oh yeah, that could be our goal. We can finish that game.
Oh god, we're going to spend days on it. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
we'll do that.
saying that now so we can't back out.
Okay, yeah, we've got it recording now. That's a challenge. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, people of YouTube.
Toodles!